Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Conversations with B. I am a self love advocate and a certified life coach. I specialize in anything from self love, healing, growth, mindset change. We just overall becoming a better us over here. Y'all, as I am sitting here writing out my list of things that I need to grab from the store on tomorrow, I wanted to come in and discuss this conversation, and it's becoming a big conversation because we're seeing more of it happen on a day-to-day basis. Um, y'all, I was sent a video from my best friend of one of the healthcare companies letting go a certain amount of employees. And also the company that I have just resigned from, they released a certain amount of employees as well. Y'all, I know that me resigning is new news. And it's only been almost a week for me. I've been through this emotional roller coaster up and down, up and down, up and down, trying to figure out how to step out and move from this scenario. I knew that I needed to move from the company. I knew that the amount of stress, the amount of just stuckness that I felt was not healthy for me or for my child. And that's where self love comes in. Y'all, we operate on a day to day basis, like doing things that truly don't necessarily work for us. And at some point, it did work for us. And as we grow, as we evolve, as we figure out exactly who we are, quote unquote, healing you to be you, we discover a certain side of us that just ain't with it no more. And that's the place that I had gotten to. I knew that God had deposited so many things in me, but the amount of hours, the amount of mental space that I was using for this job was literally stunting my growth and where I was supposed to be. But the reason why I wanted to come in and talk about this situation, I know that it's something that is healing me as well because it wasn't light. It wasn't a easy thing for me to move away from this job. Y'all, I've been working since I was 16. So I've always had a job, a steady income. So to move and take a step back and not truly know all of the puzzle pieces or the steps that I need to take on this journey, I knew that I needed to get out of my own way so that I can actually see what I could do. I'm not telling you to go and quit your job. I literally have money put aside, so I'm not worried financially about anything right now. But I've also came in with the first steps that I need to take. And that's me being more consistent here. That's me showing up more as a parent, mentally focused and clear to do those things as a parent. But also, that didn't come just out of mid-air. I was already thinking about the things that I could be doing while I was there. Now, some of these people, I'm not going to say all of these people, some of these people that are getting let go from these companies, y'all, they have dedicated years to this company, and this is something that they truly enjoy. I'm not saying that everybody is not equipped to deal with the role that I was placed in at my job that I signed up for, or any other roles for these companies that people are being let go from. They may actually love their job. And as I've seen, there were people that was there 20, 30 years for these companies, and to just get a letter on a random Tuesday to say, hey, today is your last day. We will pay you up until this time frame, but today is your last day working for this company. No more. And y'all, I was sitting here like crying. about making the wrong decision. I wasn't supposed to leave. Was I supposed to leave? Was I supposed to get fired? Was that God's way of showing me that I was no longer supposed to be there? But y'all, God had started aggravating. It was, as our pastor said on Sunday, it was divine aggravation. Y'all, I was so agitated and nothing made any sense for me no more. I'm getting paid, but where is the money? Those were the type of conversations that I was having with myself. Nothing made sense. So as I'm getting aggravated and agitated, I'm not properly able to focus or pour into the other things that I want to do either, because now I'm trying to figure out how to make this make sense, how to make ends meet, how to do this and how to do that. Some people have not stepped outside of their roles at these companies. And this was another key point of me making that decision. I have built knowledge. I have healed in certain areas. And now I can truly share my story and my testimony to see where I am supposed to be. I'm not going to say that I don't supposed to work another job up under another company. I hope that's not, all I'm put here to do, because there are products, there are, people that I am sent here to coach to financially make ends meet. But whatever I want to do in life, I want to make sure that it's aligned with the things that I truly care about. Some of those people that got those letters, they've not hit this place. So to see everything shattered like that, I am beyond grateful that God already had, and I kept saying, you don't have anything solid out to make you money. But that wasn't the goal. God was trying to build up my strength and my faith to move away from that place. Y'all, it took strength. It took mental and emotional strength to say, today is my last day. I will no longer be working for this company. That took strength, because the fear of not having a steady paycheck was beyond my understanding. It was beyond me. But God let me know, as I'm seeing these things, I made the choice that I was supposed to make with the tools that I had. It may not make sense for me, but it made sense for God. Me actually having a direction of where I want to go, some people did not even get the chance to have that. Their thought process was, I'm going to retire from this place when I am ready. And they no longer have the option to do that anymore. My personality, what has been planted in me, was screaming that I needed to truly try it on my own. Try something that you like to do. As I stated, I've been working since I was 16 years old. I've been punching somebody else's clock. But no, when I was 16, I didn't have this brain capacity. When I was 30, I didn't have this brain capacity. I am about to be 34 years old. And at this point in my life, it's not going to be a perfect time. It's not going to be a better time. So when do I step out and count on myself? This message is to encourage anybody. I don't care if you're working a 9 to 5 job. Work on you. Heal you so that you can truly be you. Have something outside of work that you are leaning on, that makes you happy, that fulfills you, that can honestly pour into the world. Because at any given moment, it can change. And then we feel like we're left with absolutely nothing. As much as the inside of me is screaming, like, what do we do next? Where do we go here? My life is going to be my testimony. How I move and operate through this and build my brand is going to be my testimony. And that's all I can ask for. That is truly all I can ask for. Let me be a living example that we can do things. We do have the mental strength and ability to pour into ourselves. And it's okay for you to bet on yourself. Because as we see, these companies are, it's touch and go. It's touch and go. It's touch and go. But what have you really planted and did for you? That if this ended today, I would be happy just doing this. You might want to buy a farm. Baby, start figuring out how you buy a farm. Get you one of them animals and start caring for that animal. I don't care if you got to go and volunteer at somebody else's farm to help them. Start somewhere and do things that pour into you, because at any given moment, things can change. This time of our life, the way that the world is, everything is so uncertain. Don't sit and wait for it to happen. And now you're scrambling trying to figure out what you can do now because it has ended. Love yourself, honey, or nobody will. And we not doing that this year. We are truly going to honor what's inside of us. We are going to move with strategy. We ain't just going to up and leave. We're going to have something. We're going to have something. But also get in tune with you. Y'all, God had been telling me this was my third time getting this message. And this time I said, if you don't do it, it's going to get worse. And it had, every time I disobeyed and went the other way and was like, well, God, just let me just wait until this is done. Let me just pay this off. Y'all, it got worse to the point where I couldn't even pay it. Not even am I paying this off. It got to the point where I couldn't even pay it. So don't be disobedient. Do not be disobedient to the things that are coming to you, because I'm telling you, God has a plan for everything, and we are not going to get all of the information at once. But once you take that first step and God sees you still moving, you're still planting, you're still taking care of yourself. You're still doing something for yourself. Along that journey, you get the next steps. You get that next puzzle piece. I hope this video blesses at least one person's life, day, morning, night. We don't have time to bet on nobody else. Bet on yourself.